Computer-controlled automatic feeders are popular in the calf rearing industry. These feeders record the time span required for milk intake and the amount of milk consumed. On this basis, they calculate an average drinking speed for each calf, a parameter used to detect sick or potentially sick animals early on. Yet these data do not accurately reflect a calf's drinking behavior. Depending on the condition of the teat, healthy strong sucklers may need between 2 and 7 minutes to drink 3.5 liters, and so the calf's sip size will vary between 3 and 11 milliliters. Such large differences suggest that it is advisable to record the drinking behavior of calves at the level of the individual swallowing process and to actively manage the calf's intake rate. The new Urban SipControl system was developed precisely for this purpose. This system taps into the fact that a pulsating flow pattern occurs in the suction line during the drinking and swallowing process, and this pattern can be accurately detected by means of high-resolution flow sensors. The number of sips taken by an animal can be accurately counted, and the amplitude of the cyclic suction curve can be used to determine the sucking intensity of the individual calf. The interface of the automatic feeder displays the number of swallowing processes in real time. In addition, graphs with the respective suction curves can be accessed at an individual animal's level for all rewarded station visits, and the statistical parameters for the respective visits can also be viewed. While the suction line shows a very even continuous pulsation in the case of strong sucklers, it shows distinct fluctuations and erratic flow patterns for weak sucklers. Such weak sucklers will often let go of the teat completely due to a lack of appetite, resulting in characteristic sucking pauses. Urban SipControl not only records the individual sucking acts of an animal, but also its sucking pauses. If the sucking to resting ratio drops below a certain level, the respective animal is identified as conspicuous or critical, and the automatic feeder will notify the animal manager, adding it to a list of animals under monitoring due to their weak drinking performance. As said before, a worn teat allows calves to drink very hastily. However, such short drinking times are unphysiological and therefore extremely undesirable. Firstly, the animals cannot satisfy their innate motivation to suck, which means that abnormal behavior, such as cross-sucking, occurs more frequently. And secondly, there is insufficient salivation and thus insufficient pre-digestion of the milk feed. The Urban SipControl system resolves this issue. An important component of the system is an electronically controlled ball valve in the suction line that can restrict the flow. For strong sucklers, this valve is partially closed by applying a control voltage immediately after the start of the feeding process, so that these animals can now only take small sips, regardless of the state of the teat, resulting in a longer feeding duration of several minutes per station visit. This happens very quickly after starting the drinking process. Within seconds, Urban SipControl reduces the cross-section of the suction line to the optimum, resulting in physiologically optimal small sips and leading to the desired longer drinking times of several minutes. In summary, it can be said that Urban SipControl is a newly developed system for determining and improving the well-being of calves fed using automatic feeders, which for the first time records an animal's sucking intensity and its individual swallowing acts during the drinking process. Sick or potentially sick animals can be identified earlier based on changes in their feeding behavior, and treatment can be initiated sooner. The integrated flow control achieves physiological sucking and drinking durations optimally tailored to the individual animals. This ensures a physiological drinking process and prevents the occurrence of abnormal behavior. These benefits convinced the jury of the 2024 Eurotier Innovation Award competition. The Urban SipControl feeding management and monitoring system was awarded a silver medal, recognizing it as an innovative and groundbreaking practical solution. Join the revolution and use this award-winning technology for the successful rearing of your calves.